play.
Complete to number 88. It's a gain of 32. First down, Eagles.
Ready.
58, 58, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, Haywood.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Second and 6. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Nix. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Nix eluding the pressure right. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Back to throw. Nix flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buddy up. Mike 51. Mike 51. Yeah. You don't want to go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. He's got a man. Complete. 39 yards there, a big one. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. Nix. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. SOS.
Let's go. Now.
From the gun, Nix, flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Set. 18 Gators. Bravo. Cut.
Operating from the gun. Nix eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Hey, wahoo!
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ready. 15.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
No. Check 43.
From the gun, Nix flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Back to throw. Nix. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check 59, Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I know you felt that one. Get ready. Pittsburgh. Echo. Hey, let's go. Tommy. Record.
On second down, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
What we got?
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
You got this. At their own 11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
8 reads.
Second and 4 at the 35-yard
Hey,
line.
Steve 6. Steve Griffin.
Second and 4. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
51, Mike 51. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Jackson to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack this. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Jackson. They still can't get it. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Jackson now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2nd and 15. Flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hey, let's get this.
Go, Jack, dude.
On 1st and 10, Nix eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
65.
Jackson now. Throwing again. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Delta. Mike 51.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, dude.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again. Nix escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are able to cut into that lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Operating from the gun. Nix. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Bravo!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. To throw is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. He's got the connection to Cooper. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
58, come on. 58.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw. Nix escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
50, plant.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, Nix. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Operating from the gun, Nix being chased out left. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Gonna look deep for and now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on second down. Nix, flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Nix. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Looking to throw. Nix. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Nix. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Back to throw. Nix.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to.
Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On fourth down, Nix on the move to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. First and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Operating from the gun. Nix to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on third down, Nix flushed out right, looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. So we got man.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Stays up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Jackson. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got you. Check 24. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, rock it.
On fourth down, Nix eluding the pressure right. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Throwing now is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, 51's a Mike, boy, 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 51's a Mike, 51's a
Jackson to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 51's the Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know.
Hey, Alpha.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a desperation throw deep down, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the 49ers, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try again next week at home.
I don't